Did you know that strawberries are part of the rose family? That must be why I can tell it's peak strawberry season. I can smell roses in the kitchen. I decided to celebrate my favorite strawberries by making a cake with them. The rose milk tea cream is gently fragrant, while the black tea infused chiffon cake has a comforting malt-like aroma. The intense, floral, sweet and tangy fragrance of strawberries that have perfectly ripened to the core makes your whole tongue tingle with delight. We'll start by infusing the milk for the cake batter with tea. I'm going with my favorite Assam black tea. I did try infusing both rose and black tea into the cake before, but I preferred the more robust version with just the black tea. 7 minutes of gentle simmering in the milk is enough to get this beautiful color. Yes, it both looks and smells quite a bit like caramel. After that, we will make my usual fluffy chiffon cake. Mix together the wet ingredients and dry ingredients, each in their separate bowls, before combining them together and giving them a thorough whisking for the smoothest batter. Next up is the meringue, which we first beat on its own until it's voluminous and almost completely opaque white, before gradually adding the sugar to avoid deflating the egg whites. We want the meringue to end up with stiff peaks. All that's left is to fold the meringue into the cake batter until uniform in color and texture. We'll transfer this into a 6-inch cake pan and bake until the cake springs back to touch. To avoid shrinkage, cool the cake upside down completely for about 2 hours and get to prepping the cake filling. I've been eating strawberries from my favorite farm since early summer, and they just kept getting more and more fragrant. And they just started selling them in flats. That's how I know it's peak season. Today, they're actually even more fragrant than the roses. I think I've tried strawberries from at least a dozen different farms, and these were always my favorites due to their tantalizing aroma. They also amazingly taste even better after aging in the fridge for a few days, which means they're perfect for my cake. By the way, this is how the farm taught us to store strawberries for up to a week. I sort out and remove any damaged ones, then layer the rest between paper towels. I keep the more ripe ones towards the top so that I can get to eating them earlier. I'm saving these cute little ones for decorating the top of my cake. The cake is still hot, so I have plenty of time to make the rose milk tea cream filling next. Bloom the gelatin. You won't taste or feel the gelatin at all in the final cake. It's just there to help thicken the cream for a velvety, soft texture. To make the milk tea cream, I am using the same 2-to-1 ratio of black and rose tea that I follow when brewing milk tea for myself. This is Rosa centifolia, which has a subtle sweetness and moderate level of astringency. I pair it with Golden Tips Assam black tea. This tea has a smooth caramel flavor that is essential for balancing the rose's floral aroma, producing a mature flavored milk tea taste. Gently simmer the 2 teas in the heavy cream for 5 minutes. Here's the regal fragrance that I'm looking for. Mix until the gelatin and sugar dissolve. Then refrigerate the tea-infused cream just until the top sets flat. which will take about an hour. Meanwhile, slice the cooled chiffon cake into 3 even layers and whip up another bowl of cream until stiff peaks form. The tea-infused cream has chilled just enough to become a custard that is still soft enough to easily mix into the whipped cream. Fold and mix until completely smooth. The resulting mixture should have the consistency of a thick yet pourable cream. Remove the tops from the washed and dried strawberries, then slice them into thirds. I like to do this just before assembling the cake, so that the berries stay as fresh as possible. The pieces should be about 1/3 of an inch thick. I found that thinner slices make the strawberries taste more flavorful. To assemble, start by spreading 3 tablespoons of the cream onto a cake layer. Press the strawberries into the cream, then follow up with some drizzles of the cream, just enough to fill the gaps. Once the final cake layer is up, that's it for today. We need to set the rest of the cream overnight so that it firms up more for decorating the outside of the cake. The rose flavor will also become more pronounced the next day. I know that too many strawberries can squash the delicate chiffon cake, but I just can't help it. In our household, we make cake as a compliment to the strawberries, not the other way around. They're just way too delicious, and I want to have as much as possible in every bite. The rose milk tea infused cream is really the supporting star here. It's not perfumey, and its fragrance is more of an aftertaste that gently permeates your tongue. But the strawberries, they have a tangy, floral fragrance that activates the taste buds on my whole tongue. So sweet and intense like candy. It's a wonderful counterpoint to the hints of astringency in tea, so don't forget to brew a cup of it to go with your cake.